Tier ranking here with none other than Schmolio.
Schmolio?
The Schmoles. We call you the Schmoles. So we did a tier ranking for Blood Angel. It was what? When the first...
2 months ago?
When the Codex came out. When it first came out, but it didn't come out, I guess, for people that ordered the initial battle box or whatever it was called.
The box release.
The box release, yeah, the new stuff.
What a ball, I don't know what it is.
So that Codex came out. A bunch of new models came out.
Yeah.
The new rules came out because we had the Codex, but there was still not any updates on the points until now.
Literally like 12, not even 12 hours ago?
As Anthony calls it, the MFM.
Munitorum Field Manual, yeah. I see a lot of people just call it the MFM.
But do they have mustaches like you?
Maybe one or two.
All right, Anthony's stash is actually growing in thick. I like it. Because before you had like the really thin stash, now it's like getting thick. What did you do?
I waited.
Can you...
Time?
Can you give me It's a Me?
Oh yeah, you'll see it on Halloween.
Halloween, you're gonna be, you're giving away your costume already. Should I be Luigi?
That'd be funny.
I am taller than you.
You are?
So we can
But
do
you're also
that.
gonna be thinner.
It's a me. Luigi. So Luigi jumps higher as well. Did you know that?
Yes.
He jumps higher in the game. But Muriel's what? Just stronger?
Standard.
So let's just do a Super Mario ranking.
Oh yeah, so Peach gets to glide some more. Toad has a longer jump, I think.
So we're going to do the tier ranking. Another thing, tonight, I'm playing Blood Angels. It's going to be the new stuff. Not that we haven't had it on the channel before. We've had it on this whole time. We've been playing the new stuff. We haven't gone back to the old Blood Angels. Adol came in.
Last week?
Adol came in last week. He was going to play the, what's it called?
Uppy Downy Detachment?
No. He was going to play...
Death Company.
The old, the index version, but then we're like, just stick with the new stuff. So he put together a list really quick, and you saw him. And him and Anthony had a...
really fun match.
That was really close. I was watching from home, because I wasn't here, but it was really, really fun.
If only he waited a week.
What? Oh yeah, he would have had...
Less than a week.
He would have had some points go down. Well, not really. His list didn't have that many point drops.
I think this went up a bit, actually.
Because he doesn't use Death Company, which they even got a point increase.
No, Death Company, he had Terminators. I think Assault Terminators went down for 5
Only for 5 man, not for the big one.
I like that change.
You know what really makes me mad with that? You know what grinds my gears with that? 130 for 5 Death Company Marines with jump pack, and then the big ones are 240.
Yes.
So it's more expensive to take 5.
I think they're trying to discourage like minimum spam. Even though you were taking 10 mans anyway.
That, actually. Yeah, that's probably why. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of this. We just did a ranking last week, like we said, we did a ranking for Blood Angels not long ago. But now, this is the new one with all the points, with playing the lists.
Modern points.
We're not just going based off what we read in the book. We actually try things out for a couple of months now. We know what's good. And I think a lot of people know what's good now, but let's go over it with the new MFM in effect. Anthony, what is the first model you have here?
Looks like Astorath.
Astorath. Say it properly, not Azeroth.
Astorath.
That gets Justin really mad. He says he feels like he's back in his WoW days. Justin's sleeping right now, is he? Yes, basically. He's on the couch, passed out. He said he had some bad coffee at the dealership. So he's working that out of his system. He has to play me tonight, so he better not pass out. Okay, Astorath. 4-up invuln, gives the unit fights on death. I've used him a bit. I think he's all right. I think our initial assessment of him was like, this is nice, like he's good. The 4-up fight on death is really nice. The 4-up invuln's nice, obviously. 5-up leadership as well.
The 5-up leadership.
That is really good against Tyranids.
Chaos Knights, because they got buffed.
Yes, and then he gives out devastating wounds.
To the whole unit?
To the whole unit. So each time this model makes a charge move until the end of the turn, melee weapons equipped by models in that unit receive devastating wounds. That can stack up pretty nicely now.
That is horrifying.
Because you put him with Death Company, and we don't have the same amount of hitting power now because those power fists go down to like 3. You have 2 eviscerators with that too, but it's 5 chainswords you have to take in that squad now. So having devs on those chainsword just make them a little bit better. So I like Astorath for that. Do you want to push that light a little bit farther back beside you? It's making you look like
I know. Whenever I look your direction, I got that light blinding me.
It makes it look like you're landing on
this way?
Venus. Just farther. You can get up and just push it. Just so you're not going to go blind by the end of this. So where do you got Astorath? You've played against him too recently, right?
Yes.
Where do you got him?
Probably lower than you because I honestly forgot he existed every time I fought him.
Really?
Well, I usually don't play melee armies, so that fight on death never comes into play. The dev wounds doesn't matter too much because he kills me on the charge anyway. And what was the other one? The 4-up invuln on just him, right?
4-up invuln on him, yeah.
Which is a normal character thing. So
it's a normal character thing.
In the list I play, he doesn't make a noticeable difference.
Fight on death on a 4-up?
I don't play melee armies. So I just shoot them.
You do. I'm just saying you have to judge them for what they do with Blood Angels, not with your little mooks.
I'm just saying, as like fighting him, I never really noticed him.
Okay.
So that puts him a little lower to me.
Oh, that's what you're saying. Okay.
Yes.
I think he's medium to, like, he's mid.
He's not a bad unit.
He's mid.
We do have a middle of the pack tier here.
So I think he's mid to strong. Like, I think the Dev Wounds puts him in a strong category, and the Fight on Death is nice. It's a nice gimmick, but it's not tournament standard stuff.
The Dev Wounds is scary, but sometimes I wonder how often you need it. It's always nice to have.
It is nice to have.
Like,
it is nice to have.
You already do so much damage on a charge that it's like, do you need it?
Do I wake Justin up? Justin?
Just out of nowhere screaming to the
mic.
mic.
Can I ask you for a favor? Yes. Can you just bring me the
wireless charger?
The charger there? No, actually, don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. My thing should be fine. So where do you got him? I'm gonna say, I don't want to say tournament standard, but he's strong.
Strong? Yeah.
Yeah. Because the Fight on Death is nice.
It would really hurt Custodes, Orcs, World Eaters.
We have Marcello here. He says, hey guys, won't be able to join in time. Maybe I'll get in there later. Yeah, come and join us on the stream tonight.
In about an hour
we'll
and a
talk
half?
to you tonight. Another hour and a half. He is in Brazil, right?
Yes.
So he's in a little bit different time zone, so he's probably doing stuff. But anyways, that's where I got Astorath. Where do you got? Let's move on to the next guy. Is that who I think it is? What is that?
Oh, just the Blood Angels captain.
Oh, just the captain.
Just the Blood Angels captain.
Just the Blood Angels captain.
Yeah.
Just the Blood Angels captain.
The 75-point model, right? That's it.
80 points now. He went up.
Oh.
He went up in points.
It's just 80 points. There's no threat there.
So when I tell you that this guy is probably the closest thing I've seen in this edition, because not in 9th, there's more broken stuff in 9th, but this is the most broken thing I've seen, or closest thing I've seen to a Chain Lord that you'll get.
I remember
when I say you can one-shot a Dorn with this guy, you can one-shot a Dorn.
Before you even get to
easily. Before your unit even fights, this guy is 80 points and will one-shot anything in the game.
If he one-shots a Dorn,
if he rolls well,
pretty easy into Magnus.
It's a little
as well.
swingy. It's slightly swingy, but there's things you can do, and I'm going to tell you the things you can do to reassure that you given the best chance possible to do this max damage. So let's go over what he does first of all. His built-in is Anthony. Did I use this against you, the Blood Angels captain?
You didn't use him against me.
Sorry, can you turn the light? I'm literally going to go blind if I keep looking at you.
Addo used it against me.
We need those diffusers on these lights here.
Let me just.
So we went through some construction stuff, and we have all our lights overhead. So now we're using our side lights for main lights now.
Is that better?
That's fine. That's fine. Anthony's going to be in the dark.
I got that one I'm staring at.
You want to just shut that off then? 'Cause I'm flashbanged right now. I feel like I got a crack grenade thrown at me. So anyways, the once per battle round, he can do the CP shenanigans, make it go down to 0.
-1.
Or -1.
-1.
If it's 1 CP, it goes to 0. If it's 2, it goes to 1, and so on. That's good if there's somebody vecting you as well. So if it just negates the vect, well, it'll turn it into, it doesn't negate it, but it'll turn a 1 CP strat to
it helps.
a 1 CP strat.
Yeah.
So anyways, it's good. It's better than spending 2. But that's pretty good because you can throw on lethals on the unit for free, which you're going to use. But his main ability is once per game, you get dev wounds on his melee weapon.
Yes.
And you add 3 to the attacks.
Yeah. So he already has a lot of attacks.
Yes. So if it's a power fist, you're going to get on the charge 6 attacks On the charge, you get 6 attacks, plus 3, which is 9. So you have 9 attacks base.
Why does he have 5 attacks base?
He just does. He's a captain. He's a cappy, right? You gotta make him strong. I can see them nerfing him down to 4 for sure, but is 1 attack gonna make that big of a difference? Maybe.
What's with else?
But here's the better thing what you do with them. You take an enhancement, which is only 10 points. It's called Rage Fueled Warrior. Okay?
This is why 1 attack does make a difference.
Okay, so with Rage Fueled Warrior, once per battle, the same thing. At the beginning of the fight phase, you pop it off, and you get sustained hits 3.
That's such a rare thing to have, and you get it.
Yes. Now, you think it's over. You think this combo's over. I'm going to go back to his melee weapon. So 5 attack, power fist, 5 plus 1 is 6. Okay? Then you have hitting on 2s, strength 10. You spend your free CP to give him lance and lethal.
For a battle shock,
which doesn't matter. If you're trying to nuke a Dorn or something, or a Norn emissary or something big, who cares if they're battle shocked?
Yep.
Now you're hitting on 2s, AP minus 2, strength 10 with lance. So even a Dorn, which is T12, you're going to be wounding on 4s. But here's the best part. You oath that target, and you're hitting on 2 ups. So you're just going fishing for those 6s, and each 6 is going to be 3 extra dice. Plus they're lethal. So the dice that you roll 6s on become lethal hits, and you're going to get 3 extra dice. I rolled it out a few times. There was a few times I spiked 15 extra attacks. Majority of the time I was like 3 or 4 dice crits. So it was like 12 to 15 extra dice. 15 extra power fists. Like that's like a unit of attacks. It's
basically 18 attempts at sustain hits 3, which averages out to 3.
Yes. With
at least 3.
With oath, it's a joke. So anyways, then plus the ones that you hit on 2 ups. If they have a modifier that makes you -1, okay, you're hitting on 3s, still no big deal. Go fishing for your 6s. And then on top of that, you put him with a assault intercessor unit. So you're rerolling 1s built in on everything. And if you're on an objective, you reroll everything to wound. So then you go double fishing for your dev wounds.
Double fishing.
And you're wounding on 4s with lance. That's insane. Like I said, I just did like 20 wounds to Anthony's Dorn.
And that was after I took 1 dice out from ranking damage.
One model for 80 points. And this is before another power fist is going to attack you. And if you take a 10-man unit, which I probably advise again, you don't really need to do 10 assault intercessors, but 5 would be nice point-wise. But if you did 10, 45 more chainsword attacks at AP -1 with lethal and lance.
And plus 2 strength.
Plus 2 strength. So 6s are going to go to 5s. But still, you have no dev wounds, but you have lethals. And then you have your good old second attack of 4 attacks from a power fist. It's so much damage. So much damage. And we're talking a T12 Dorn. Imagine something like T10 or like Magnus or the T11 or bigger models that are not as heavy. And we just got gifted memberships from, guess who? VTS 5, the true king.
Thank you.
The first king. Thanks, VTS. Troy. He's going to be out here, and you're going to come in. He's coming to the tournament. Make sure you get your tickets for our first GT that we're running. Sorry, not a GT. It's an RTT, but it's the first WTC one we're doing at the studio. So we have a bunch of tickets sold. And what is VTS saying? Let me read this.
Reroll with oath.
Any way to get 5s? No, there's no way to get crits on 5s. Yeah, that would be crazy.
Can you get a biologist? No, but that's grav.
No. Yes. But trust me, this is broken enough. You won't need that.
Imagine
this
you got
is so
that
broken. If that would be nerfed overnight if you could do that. But yeah, it's insane. And every list should have at least 1. You don't need 2 because you can only do this combo once because you need the enhancement. If you want to take a second one, he's only 90 points. Sorry, he's only 80 points. If you want to take a second one to have that, you can still pop the 3 extra attacks with the devastating wounds, which is still pretty good. You're just not going to get the sustained 3, which is what makes it devastating.
Would you run this on his own?
Tournament.
Like a solo missile?
No.
You'd put him with
You could. It's a waste. Yeah? First of all, you can get him sniped out very easily if you do that. Okay, remember Rapid Ingress is a thing. Things like that. You can get him blocked out where if you give him a bubble of like wounds, he becomes a little
blade of wounds.
You know, and also if you like, I just played Kenny recently. Kenny was playing a Scion bomb against like all Scions, three without command squads and 3 with command squads.
Yeah,
a bunch of them, a lot of damage. He nuked that squad, 10-man squad in Overwatch.
Yep, because they're hitting on 6s with lethal hits, reroll hit rolls.
It was insane. And
extra shots.
He got in and he still wiped out the entire unit by himself, right? Because he was charging, but like still got rid of 10 models, like what, 140 points. So it's good to have that bubble
100.
if you need them. But I know what you're saying. Just a quick thing. It's just such a powerful a combo that you want to deliver this. You want to get this. You want this to land. I don't care if you take out the entire unit. You want this guy to land into Adorn. Because minimum you're doing is 14 wounds to 15 wounds.
Go
minimum.
Bigger. Like Magnus.
You have to roll so bad to not get 14 wounds on a T12 model with that many attacks. Sustained 3s, devastating wounds, lethals.
Angron.
Reroll everything to hit. Reroll everything to wound. Especially if you're on an objective, you're just gonna be laughing.
Angron got a points increase. He's 435 now, I think.
Angron?
Angron.
Wow.
Imagine one-shotting Angron with that.
You could, honestly. He has a 4-up save? You know how...
He has a 4-up pinfall.
The funny thing is, this guy hits Space Marines harder than he hits Guard. Because they're 3...
Because they're more expensive, generally.
3 armor, though.
Oh, yeah, 3-up.
You have 2-up armor on your Lehman Russes.
Yeah.
So, like, Lehman Russ on a 2-up save is still making a 4-up. Well, here's the only thing. They can Armor of Contempt. So Space Marines can still get their 4-up.
But like that really annoying repulsor?
Yeah.
Or if you bait out the Armor Contempt somewhere else, if they don't have CP, I don't know, you just...
Can I just give Space Marine players, any Space Marine player, if you run into this guy and he charges you, don't Armor of Contempt. I'm telling you right now, the 5 to a 4, the 5 you're done. You're guaranteed nuked. The 4 just makes it wastes your CP and it gives you hope. That you don't have any hope for this guy. When he runs into a 18-point model, it's gone. It's just gone. I've rolled it too many times now that it's too consistent. This is going to get nerfed to the ground. It's going to happen. It's too consistent.
Something's going to happen to it.
You can't nuke. You can't take out 400-point models with a 70-point guy, 80-point guy, with a 10-point enhancement. It's ridiculous.
And the Chain Lord used to be stronger than that.
And I'm a Blood Angels player, and I'm saying it's ridiculous.
Oh, into Knights. Like imagine the Dominus Knight, the one that's toughness 13.
One-shotted. On a 5-up save, you're gone.
The toughness 13 one is a 2-up save.
Okay, but you're still I'm still winning you on 4s.
But it's like 500 points. It's just gone.
Gone. Or even if
Close
I did
to
20
gone.
wounds to you, you're neutered, right?
You'd have 6 left, but then the rest of the unit.
And what are you taking out at the end of the day? You're taking out a 140-point walking unit and then a 70 or 80-point model now.
Or you have to fall back and now you can't shoot.
It's ridiculous. Tournament standard, broken. If there was another one on top of tournament standard, I would add him there. He's so broken. He is slightly swingy, but when I say swingy, I mean like the minimum you're gonna do with him on your worst roll, with all the buffs, of course. Like I'm talking reroll everything to hit and wound. Like if you get the perfect setup, it's 14 wounds on a T12 model. 14 is your minimum. You're gonna spike around 22, 24 to 24 if you really spike. But that's insane.
And if it's T11, good luck.
If it's T11 and 10, they're gone. They're just gone. All right, on to the next one. We really went on a rant on this guy, but let's go on to the Baal Predator. What do you think?
He actually got buffed, so his points went up. Buffed from the index, since he used to only get assault when shooting infantry. Now all his weapons just flat out have assault.
Yes.
That's it.
Yep.
And his ability does something else now, I believe.
He gets assault on everything, right?
That's not what the ability does anymore.
Oh, his built-in.
It's now built in, so his points went up.
How much did they go up in points, though? Reroll advance. You can reroll advance made for the model. It was always the same.
Oh. So they just got rid of the other ability.
You could just, well, I mean.
They baked it in.
Exactly.
And they gave it to all weapons, not just like
everything
flamers.
Everything has assault, yeah.
So I think it went up like 10 or 15 points, like 10 points.
It's worth it, and
Yeah,
like
it's a straight upgrade.
You can bring them out of reserve if you really want to nuke some things. They're good.
flamers.
I
They're annoying.
don't know if they're tournament standard, but they're really good.
They're good. I know.
I think they're strong. Would you say tournament standard? Because I like the Lancers too.
I know. I don't think you're going to see Predators that often, but they're not going to be unseen.
They're strong.
They're strong.
Yeah. On to the next one is Commander Dante.
So it's Tycho. What is it? Tycho the Lost?
Tycho's gone.
Oh no, that's not the picture. Oh right, you're on Sanguinary Guard.
No, that's Dante.
I am like 5 feet away from the computer. I can't see anything.
Yeah, I told you, put the screen closer. But they do look very similar, except he has an axe. That's why I know it's Dante.
Oh.
Dante has his big ass axe. So I'm taking Dante tonight. We're not playing competitively, but he's 130 points. I think he's kind of worth his points. I think he is. I think 130 seems steep, but he's a blender. He can hit really hard in close combat. I believe he has 8 attacks, 9 on the charge, hitting on 2s. He gives the unit +1 to hit. So even if you have what's it called?
A -1 to hit.
A -1 to hit on you, and you try to debuff them, you can't debuff him because he's +1 or his guys. Lethal hits, strength 8 going to strength 10, AP -3, 2 damage. I would love to see that at 3 damage. Then I would say he's a Terminator killer. But he's still very good.
Basically a power fist.
With a lot of attacks.
With a lot of attacks
lethals.
and extra AP.
And +1 to hit if you need it.
It's more the strength 10 and 2 damage.
The strength 10, yeah. That, but he technically gets 3 power fist attacks. If you look at it like that are AP -3 with lethals. Yeah. So it's really good.
I just think of it as a power fist because 4-up and ball either way.
It's really good. So we already talked about the +1 to hit. He also has a +1 to advance and charge.
Oh,
so put him with Sanguinary Guard.
That's really annoying.
It's really good. Especially you can deep strike him and have an 8-inch. It brings your charge to from what, 20% to like
24%. The +1 makes it 8.
With a reroll, you're probably getting in 33 or 40% of the time.
8s
with
would
an 8
be around 33.
with a reroll.
And then the reroll,
if you reroll it, CP
brings it to about a 2 in 3 chance.
That's really good with a unit that can one-shot a lot of stuff.
Because a deep strike 9-inch charge with rerolls is half.
Yes.
So this is a little over half, about 2/3.
Here's another thing that I really like. People really underestimate you. We have a new appreciation for it because we've been seeing a lot of armies. Kenny and Justin actually want to run an army that for doubles that is going to be Tyranids and Adamak. Oh, sorry, Blood. What are they called? The vampire, not the vampire, the Night Lords.
Night Lords.
So
okay.
all their they're doing Night Lords with Adamak. So they're gonna do all their shenanigans with Battle Shock.
Luckily for you, there is a cap to how low leadership can get.
What's the cap?
You can't make it worse than a 10+. Or you can't bring it to 10+.
That's still ridiculous.
I think you can't bring it worse than 2 10+. So 9s.
That's still very.
Well, you can't modify your leadership to 9s. You might be able to minus.
So you can't
it
get to 10, is what you're saying?
As a baseline, I think you could still subtract from there.
So what if the unit's already at 9? You can only do it -1
and
on them?
it depends if it's -1 to the leadership or -1 to the leadership roll.
Oh, okay. It gets tricky there.
There's too many leadership.
Well, anyways, he does the same thing, Battle Shock, but this happens at the beginning of the fight phase. So right when he comes into you, if he's within 6 inches of an enemy, you take Battle Shock. That's great because units that want to armor Contempt into his spears in his unit, you can't armor Contempt. You're going to take your AP -2, and they have lethal. They have lethal. If you fail, it's -1 to your thing. So if you have a 7 leadership, you got to make it on -1. He's good. I like him. I think he's a tournament standard.
I think you'll see him a lot, especially just with Sanguinary Guard, the +1 advance.
You don't even need to bring him with Sanguinary Guard. You can bring him with your jump pack guys, right?
Yeah, but I think you'll go with Sanguinary.
You think so? Yeah. I mean, that's where you would expect him to be. He can go with your Assault Intercessors with jump packs. Yeah. Give them a +1 to hit. They're hitting on 2s. It's pretty good. They still have some damage they can do. But yeah, you're right. Like, I think with Sanguinary Guard going down in points, it's more possible you're going to see that more. I like Sanguinary Guard. It would have been nice to see them at 250, just because there's 6 models. If they were 10, yes, 300 points for sure.
They're
280.
12-inch Terminators with 3 wounds. They're 12-inch Terminators.
They're not 12, but they're not Terminators.
Yeah, they are. 2 up, 4 up. Three wounds.
They're toughness 4.
Aren't they toughness 5?
No.
They're also -1 to wound.
They're -1 to hit and wound.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you lead them.
Which Dante?
They are toughness 4. No, they're just regular dudes.
Well, but imagine.
But they have a 4-up invuln. They do have a 4-up invuln.
Dante attaches to them. They move 12 inches. They could get a 7 to advance.
Yeah.
and then they get to charge.
Yep.
With +1. And they will nuke what they touch pretty good.
They will. They're good. I'm not saying they're not good.
And then they'll just kind of stay there because they're hard to remove. Okay, the toughness 4 isn't that hard. But they have Armoric Attempt.
They're
you know
good.
what it came back to?
What?
You just put them on cover, 2 up, so you have cover and Armoric Attempt. Oh, a nice AP -2. I'm saving it on 2s. Oh, you have AP -6? Well, I have a 4 up invuln anyway.
Yeah, pretty much. Death Captain with jump pack.
Yes, I used. Oh, that's just the jump.
You just use the regular jump pack, but it's Death Captain guy. 6 up, feel no pain for him. It's got deep strike. Sustain hits 1 on melee weapons equipped by this model, so only he gets it.
Yeah.
Of course, he's going to give you an extra battle. What's it called? He counts as an extra model to give battle. Not battle shock. What's it called? Tank shock for their unit.
Oh, Hammer of Wrath.
Hammer of Wrath. That's what it's called. And then he has 12-inch. 1 more friendly chaplain models cannot be selected to fall back. Oh yeah, he has that. That's nice. You can re-roll the hit roll while models in this unit are 12 inches within 1 or more friendly chaplain models. It cannot be selected to fall back, and is not. Oh yeah, if it's within the chaplain model, you can't fall back, and you have 0 CP. Black Rage. Yes, he has Black Rage.
Wait, is this a Death Company captain?
Yes, he's Death Company.
Oh, with jump pack.
With a jump pack. You didn't put him. You put a regular.
Oh.
You put a regular one, but it's fine.
Okay.
If this model is destroyed by a melee attack, after your attacking makes finished attacks, you can roll a d6, adding 2 to the result. So, 2 to 3, the enemy unit suffers d3, which he does mortal wounds.
Yes.
Up to d3 plus 3. Wow.
And then, you know what you reading it tells me? Basically, like, it's a fine unit.
That's nice.
It's nice, but are you realistically going to use it too much?
No.
So it's like, you have other stuff to use.
But I think he's doing fine.
He's fine.
He's just fine. He's not bad. Like, if you want to use him, he's fun. He's just fine. This is not Tycho, by the way. This
Tycho doesn't exist anymore?
He doesn't exist. We just used a Death Company captain, Tycho, as Tycho.
Yeah, well, that's what
just
you
to give him
Tycho
homage.
now.
Yeah, exactly. You don't throw out your Tycho models. Just use him as a Death Company captain. Nobody knows his face. He's been missing for a while. What do you think? 4 up invuln.
I mean, it's similar as the last guy, just without the jump pack.
It's the same thing, except he has unit unless they start and the battles are embarked.
I mean, he's cheaper.
Oh, the units have 6 up. He gives units a 6-inch scout.
Which is nice.
That's nice. You're going to give it to, like, Death. Obviously, he goes with the Death Company on foot.
Yes.
Death Marine and Death Company Marines with bolt rifles. So he only attaches to those units. Same thing. If he's destroyed, he does mortals. I think he's in the same kind of spot.
He exists. He's fine.
I think he's worse than the jump cap guy because you're going to see more jump guys. Yeah.
You don't need the Scout 6 when you have base 12-inch movement.
You don't. You definitely don't.
Like, Scout's nice.
It's nice. If you want to use that unit as, like, let me go up their screen, get into people, do a little bit of damage into a unit and kind of tie them up so they can't come into me, you can do that.
Like, he's fine.
But, yeah, he's not going to be higher than that as far as we see right now. What's the next guy? What do you have here? Are those the bolt gun guys?
Death Company with bolt guns.
Death Company with bolt guns. Imagine shooting with Blood Angels.
They're so filled with rage. They see Horus. They have to get Horus.
Their
right
abilities
now,
are decent.
Gun.
So they have the chappy stuff. Obviously, they need a chappy within range. Each time this model makes an attack, you can reroll the hit roll, which is nice.
I mean, you already have Oath of Moment into what you need.
Yeah, but it's nice to not waste it on your Death Company. Like, it's good to know, like, Death Company there have rerolls, Death Company here have rerolls. I can do Oath here and give everybody else that doesn't have that the rerolls. So that's why it's always nice to have that. It's nice. And then it has the once per turn you can target this unit with the Fire Overwatch and Heroic Intervention Stratagem for 0 CP. While resolving the stratagem, each time a model in this unit makes a ranged attack, you can reroll the hit roll. You can reroll the charge roll made for this unit. So that's pretty good. I just don't. Whichever applies, it says.
How well do you know the Death Company stratagems?
Pretty good.
Do they have one like Sisters of Battle where you have to fight that unit?
No. They used to have that.
Because
They used to have
it would
that.
be really nice
Sam used to use that all the time.
if you could heroically intervene for free
And then make you
use
fight
that
that.
strat to make the fight.
Sam used to do that a lot.
Otherwise, why do you want heroic intervention on a bolter unit?
I
Tie
think
up?
they might suffer.
I don't think you'd see them.
Yeah, they might suffer. Are these just the jump pack boys?
Do they have jump packs?
Yes, but
Then yes.
I think, are those the new ones? I can't see. Yeah, they are. It looks like the old Death Guard, but
It might be.
it's the jump pack guys. We'll always remember them as just the jump pack dudes. What do you think about them? I'm playing a bunch of them tonight because a lot of people are saying
They're not
their
what they once
points are too much. They lost too much. They only get 3 power fists. They get 2 eviscerators. 3 power fists is still pretty good. 2 eviscerators, 2 melta, so 2 infernal pistols, 2 plasma pistols, and then the rest is chain swords and your bolt pistols. They still reroll everything to hit. They don't reroll everything to hit while shooting, I believe. Each time this unit makes an attack, you can reroll the hit roll while this unit is within 12 inches. Wait, who told me you can't reroll the hit rolls to shoot? I think it was Justin. You can still reroll the hit rolls. It says each time this model in this unit makes an attack,
Then yeah.
you can reroll the hit roll. So they can still reroll their to hit to shoot.
Yeah.
And then they have the same rules for all death company, which you need a chaplain there, or they have 0 OC. And you can reroll the charge rolls made for this unit. So same stuff. 6 up, feel no pain, no invuln. They just lost a lot of punch.
I want to say they're a shadow of their former selves, but that shadow still hits hard. Because chain swords are scary.
I'm not going to say they're tournament standard. You don't need to take them in your list. I think you might see a lot of regular spam. This is only the codex, by the way, guys. We're not talking about like the Space Marine stuff, because you're going to see a lot of stuff from the Space Marine codex now with the new point changes, especially how they play. So you're going to see more like Intercessor with jump packs getting spammed. So you might not need as many, maybe one unit. Who?
Jump pack intercessors.
How much? 10?
5?
That's nothing. That's not even worth it.
I think they're 85 now? Or were they 85 before? They might be 90 now.
There were 80 before.
Oh, they're 90 now. I'm like
sure?
90% sure they're 90.
You're 90% sure they're 90. Let me see. I'll tell you right now. I think you're lying to me.
Justin. He's dead.
They're right here. They're 160 points.
They're 10 cost different than the 5 now.
What?
Yes.
Why?
Well, they don't want you to spam like small squads anymore.
Yeah, they're 90 for 5. But I didn't see the increase because I take 10.
Well, that's why people are like, oh, they increased the cost for 5 man.
But
so
who
you don't
takes
spam
5?
them. Exactly. Exactly.
No, some units you take 5 for sure.
But all the ones you take 5 on, they didn't increase the 5 man.
Okay. That's what you mean. Okay.
Yeah. The stuff you take 5 of, they didn't increase the cost of 5-point cost.
This is definitely a unit. Okay, so in specific situations where like, what are they called? Dark Angels will take 2 units of 5 mans. Well, as like because they're so slow. You just have your bricks of Terminators. You need some speed down the sides. You're not going to put 2 units. You don't need 2 10-man units in a Dark Angels list. So they're going to get hit hard for anybody that has that. But not Blood Angels. They don't care.
Like
I'm just going to play. I'm just going to place this in strong up here because I do think they're strong.
For Chaos Legionnaires, I think their 10-man got cheaper, but not their 5-man. Yeah. I don't know. I don't understand what's happening.
Yeah, that's weird. I am running these guys today. These are the Death Company Marines. They're just the normal guys. Basically a 5-man unit. So are you telling me I'm paying more for a 5-man unit of Death Company?
I don't think
they're 90 points.
For 5?
Yeah.
And 10 should be 180. I don't think theirs got affected.
Yeah, okay. They didn't get affected. So
it's so...
Because they're not that good.
It's like they threw a dartboard. Or
they're not that good. They're basically... You might as well take the jump pack guys at this point. I'm taking them tonight because we're playing a casual game, and I just want to use them, and they look cool, and they're fully painted. So I'm going to say they're just doing fine, or they might even be suffering. I want to say they're like...
Maybe a little bit of suffering.
They're not that expensive. They're 90 points. You get a Power Fist, a Thunder Hammer, or whatever you want there. You get one upgrade. One upgrade. Then you get one... This is for every 5 models. Then you get an Eviscerator, and then you get a Plasma Pistol or Infernal Pistol, which I took Infernal. You could do that again if you take 10. So essentially double that up, which is not the greatest. You only get 2 Power Fists basically and 2 Eviscerators in a unit that's 180 points. I don't see anybody taking that, really.
I mean, for 90 points, having Oath built in is nice.
Yeah, but you could just take something a lot cheaper. I mean, it's not bad thinking about it, because 75 points for Assault Intercessors that don't get those upgrades. They only get 1 Power Fist in there.
Yes.
And they get more upgrades. They get the rerolls, everything to hit.
For what they are, that's not...
It's not that bad. You could probably make things work with them. I'd say doing fine.
Yeah.
They're okay. And their points are not like something stupid that's glaring. This guy went down in points.
Because I remember what I thought his
I told you
ability
he's too expensive.
Yeah. Just for a Blood Surge? Does he have the bad Blood Surge or the good Blood Surge?
He has the bad Blood Surge.
The one where he can't get into engagement?
No, he can get into engagement. What do you mean bad Blood Surge?
Apparently there's some Blood Surges out there that you can't get into engagement.
Oh, no. This one you get into engagement.
Okay, then that's
If
fine.
your opponent in your opponent's shooting phase, each time an enemy unit has shot, if this model was hit by one or more of those attacks, it can make a Driven by Fury move. To do so, roll a d6, add 2 to the roll.
Add 2?
Yes. This model moves the number of inches up to that result.
You can go up to 8 inches?
8 inches.
Minimum 3?
But must finish as close as possible to the enemy unit.
That shot him?
Yes.
Okay, so you could try to shoot him to lure him away.
Yeah. A model cannot make a Driven by Fury move while it's battle shocked or while it's in engagement range.
It can't do it while it's battle shocked.
Well, neither can thing.
Oh, yeah, they can't.
Neither can the
I'm not used to that.
what are they called?
Corn Berserkers.
Corn Berserkers can't do it while they're battle shocked, because if you pop them out of a Rhino, they can't blood surge you. That's what you're supposed to do. You pop a Rhino, they come out battle shocked. You shoot them, they can't come towards you.
He could come out of a Storm Raven, I guess.
You can drop him out of the sky if you want to pay 300 points for a Storm Raven. Go ahead.
Hey, that was meta for a bit.
It's funny. I used it at tournaments, so it's funny. And then it says, can only make 1 Driven by Fury move per phase, so you can't double it up. It's not as good as Corn Berserkers.
I think there's this once as well now.
Is it?
Pretty sure.
That's not fair.
It's not fair. I mean, when it was infinite, that was absurd.
They're angry. They need to move.
If you didn't have the shooting to get them, they just got to do what they wanted.
Exactly. He also gets affected by chaplains, which is really funny.
What, gets him 1 OC?
He gets 0 OC.
Yeah, but what is it normally?
I think it's 4, 4 OC. Each time this model makes a melee attack, you can reroll the hit rolls, which is crazy for him. And then he has to be in range of a
he has the Death
chappie.
Company rule.
Let's look at his melee weapons. Of course, they're all twin linked. You're going to take obviously the 2 talons, because you're going to get 12 attacks, AP -2, 3 damage. 10 attacks,
Does he have any other
AP -2, 1 damage. It's twin linked, hitting on 3s, rerolling everything. And then the big attack is 6, 3, 12, AP -2, 3 damage. So it's 14 on the charge, 9 on the charge for the suite.
The big attack is AP2.
AP2, 3 damage.
AP2 for a strike is weird.
It hits hard though.
It does hit hard.
Yeah, it hits hard. 7 attacks on the charge, strength 14. So you're wounding
everything in the game
T12
on 3s.
on 3s, yeah. And too bad, can you give him Lance and Lethal? You can. What's stopping you from doing Lance and Lethal? If you really want something gone.
You'd have to check the wording of the strat, but yeah.
It might be infantry only?
It might be infantry only.
I'll check it, but I don't think it is. I think it might be everybody. We got some comments here. Let's take a thing. They also nerfed surge moves to once per turn now. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, we just went over that. And yeah, thanks VTS. We need to read more, basically.
What's it called?
You know what we've been doing? Reading a lot of. So this might be exciting for everybody, but we're going to be doing a bunch of battle reports. That's why there was a pause. We're going to be doing them every week. They're going to come out, the Monday night matchups. Anthony's editing as well. We're going to be getting a bunch of those out, but we're also working on Infinity. We're going to have Infinity be being played in here.
Well, we could say what we got now.
We got
on
the
the
new
14th. We're allowed to.
Yeah,
say
we
it.
got the T. What's it called?
The N5 Sand Trap.
N5 Sand Trap. Move more this way, towards me. Yeah, there you go.
So yeah, we got the N5 Sand Trap. We got it early. Justin's painting them up. He has like 2 models left to paint.
Damn.
We're learning the rules. We're gonna have a video out on that because N5 is cool. Infinity's fun.
I also struck up a deal, collaboration deal with. Lucas is here. Justin, Mr. Lucas Team Sweden is here.
Is that Lucas?
We're coming. Yeah, that's Lucas. Mr. Team Sweden himself is here. He's coming to pick up some stuff, and he's dropping off some terrain. But anyways, we'll make him come on and say hi. But what was I saying?
Corvus Belli.
Not Corvus Belli.
Parabellum.
Parabellum Gaming games from Cyprus who do Conquest. You've probably seen them on Play on Tabletop and whatnot. So I'm talking with Talos from out there. He's gonna get me a bunch of armies so we can start doing that. Justin can go back into the dungeon, paint those up.
He
And
really wants to paint those models.
we're gonna have some other games on the channel, and of course, Old World, AOS, all of that stuff coming straight to you from Toronto,
He keeps
Canada.
talking about painting the Conquest stuff.
Lucas is here. No, he's not. He doesn't exist. He's dropping off stuff.
Yes, so
But where do you want to put him?
I kind of want to put him in suffering. Might suffer.
Might suffer?
Yeah. I think he might suffer.
You think? He went down in points.
Yes, but is it worth it?
180? No.
Is he a 2-up save?
Yes.
I can't. How many wounds? I think
13?
Like, really?
12.
12.
2-up save, armor
180.
contempt, cover. 4, I mean, you're not going to use them to hold objectives. That bothers me. That you can't you have to have a chaplain near him.
Yeah.
Give him mostly, otherwise he's kind of just a wrecking ball.
You gotta babysit
You just throw
him.
him in there like Miley Cyrus and just go wreck things.
Can he wreck?
He can. 3 damage straight, are you kidding me?
Well, it's 9 attacks, reroll hit rolls. So
Reroll
say they
hit
all
rolls with strength
Wound on
14.
3s, so 6 wounds. And then if they
AP
have a 4-up
minus 2.
save, if they have a 4-up save, that's 9 damage.
I'm talking going into big things with him, but there's things that are better. But I think he'll go at the bottom of doing fine. I think he's all right. I wouldn't say he's struggling. Did you say he's struggling? Like he's like farting out of his thing? Like
I'm just thinking like, there's other stuff you could take instead of him.
Lemartes, right to Lemartes.
Right to Lemartes.
What do you think? Just
he's-
right off
he's
the bat,
minus
we
1
know what he
damage.
does. Minus 1 damage.
which-
He does the same
7-9.
shit, and he went up in points today by 10.
Deserved. I mean, he's still really good.
Strong.
Yeah.
We all know what Lemartes does. He minuses 1 damage for the
If you're
Death
running
Company.
Death Company, you have him.
Sometimes. I'm taking him today,
I
actually.
mean, if you're taking like, what is it, Brothers of the Lost or something,
Yeah.
you're probably taking him.
He's all right, right? Mephiston. Does he have his Mephiston?
Oh, he's still. Everyone keeps talking how absurd he is, and yes, after fighting him a couple times, I went from going. At first, I fought him. I'm like, oh, who cares that he exists? He's just a lone op doing stuff. He's annoying. He's really annoying.
He's lone up. He's got lethal hits on his psychic attack. Strength 9.
4-up, feel no pain.
I'm talking about. I'm sorry. I'm not talking about his. I was talking about his close combat, but I'll talk about his shooting first. 3 shots. Strength 5. AP 2. Damage 3. Sustain hits 3. His abilities are decent.
He's good.
He's got lone op. He's got feel no pain 4+, and he's got fights first. So you can interrupt. Remember what I did with Justin? I interrupted just him.
Yep.
Fought first. Took out some units because he was by himself. Helped out a unit beside him. He's pretty good.
That's why I went from going like, oh, he just exists to, oh my God, get him off the board, please.
He also can keep a unit in combat if you fail your battle shock or your, what's it called?
test.
Yeah, leadership. You can't fall back. So he can keep units kind of stuck, especially if you're in with a tough unit, make you fight them.
Yes.
I think he's strong.
I think he's tournament standard.
You
I
think he's
you're
a
gonna see him
tournament
lot.
standard?
I think you're going to see him a lot.
I don't think so because his points are pretty.
It's your army, so you know it better.
Do you think Mephiston's tournament standard? Yes. Yeah.
He's nuts.
He's good. Would you take Dante over him? Okay. Lucas says he's tournament standard, so we're gonna go with Lucas. He's not better than the captain though.
You just hear in the
What?
distance. Now he's just complaining about Fiston in the
Oh, now he's
distance.
complaining about Mephiston, yeah. We got Lucas going on Mephiston. He's like, that motherfucker.
He's nuts.
Yeah, he's good. I didn't take him today. I don't want to make Justin mull too much. I have him like, I don't think everybody's going to take him though. It depends on the list, honestly.
I don't know. I think that people are going to eventually learn to take him.
All right, let's go to the Sanguinor.
Oh, I forgot he existed.
Gimmicky,
He's gimmicky.
but he's still strong.
He's a good unit.
He can interrupt, come down, basically nuke a character from the group because
Yes.
he has his thing. I'm going to put him here. Do you think he's worse than that?
And which one?
Bottom of strong.
I don't think he's worse than that. It might be a little bit. I kind of like him better than Astorath.
Really?
A little bit. Just
Why?
because. Yes,
up.
he's really nice into melee armies. But then when you don't fight a melee army,
What?
Like, he's really nice into melee armies.
He's nice into anything that's basically coming into you, yeah.
But if you're fighting like Tau, do you really care
You don't need him, yeah. He's situational. So that's
why it's
okay.
like half the armies in the game, you're not going to...
Do you want to have him here then? Doing fine?
Yeah, he's doing fine.
He's not, I wouldn't say he's going to be taken by that. And what do you think of this guy?
Which one was that?
The medic. The guy that they took his wings away. They clipped his wings. The Sanguinary Priest.
Priest, yeah.
They clipped his wings.
They clipped his wings. They took his damn wings.
They took his wings, Scotty. I don't think you're going to see him because there's way better characters. And what does he do? Does he give his feel no pain anymore?
I barely know because...
He gives a 5-up feel no pain, but what unit are you going to give it to? You're going to give it to Assault Intercessors, Desolation Squad, Devastator Squad, Hellblasters, Infernus, Intercessors, Tactical Squad, Stern Guard Veterans.
In all the games I've fought against Blood Angels so far since the Codex, I haven't seen him once.
He gives +1 armor penetration to the unit as well. He's just like, all right. Justin, what is your thoughts on the Sanguinary Priest?
There you go, exactly.
Come on, man.
Like, legit, who's that?
That would be horrifying into chainswords.
Excuse me.
Getting AP2 chainswords.
Ario did say that there is a cool combo with him.
Wait,
What?
you could get AP3 chainswords.
No, it's the shooting, I believe, isn't it?
Didn't you say to melee?
For Sanguinary Priest, it's everything.
Okay.
Everyone gets +1 AP.
So you have the strat for +1
So what's the
AP.
combo?
I know he joins Assault Intercessors. He gets like a boatload of attacks with AP3, something like that.
Assault Intercessors?
He could join Assault Intercessors, make the chainswords AP2, then on the charge with the stratagem, you get AP3. Plus, you can
Why
get
would you
lance.
get, with the
lethal.
stratagem, AP3.
AP3 chainswords is so annoying.
AP3 chainswords, that's pretty good.
5 feel no pain on the unit, I think?
5 up feel no pain, yeah.
So it just makes it extremely cheap and tanky unit that you just throw on objective and just like completely massacre.
True, he's not that cheap, he's 90 points.
I mean,
He's a priest.
He's more expensive than the other guy.
Yeah, the other guy does 40,000 wounds.
What?
I don't think he's tournament standard. Like, he's not even strong in my opinion, but.
I think
Okay, so that combo is cool.
that one combo makes him nice.
Okay, so that one combo that Justin just mentioned is all right.
plus if you give him speed at the Primarch, he's going to fight first. I think you can give it to him, right?
Now you're just sinking more points into the unit.
Yeah, do
I
you
liked
care
it
about
because it
giving
was
him
more
speed
cost
of the
effective.
Yeah, but it's if you want a dirt cheap unit, there you go. That's what Ario has told me. And then on objectives, roll wound roll. Roll the hit, because at the moment,
Yeah.
wound roll. All right. Well, so wherever you're touching is going to get chunked into pieces, and then the captain unit is going to chunk something else into pieces. And I got 2 units that chunk things.
If it wasn't for that one combo, I'd say suffering. But I think with that one combo, to me personally, he's fine. Doing fine. He has that gimmick.
Yeah. Okay, so that one gimmick, so he goes with Assault Intercessors, makes them AP -2. Then you use the stratagem on the charge and make them AP -3 chainswords.
Yep.
And your strength 6, AP -3, 1 damage. Knight, that's pretty good.
Then you
with
could
the
stack
500.
up that lance on lethal after,
I
which does get expensive.
That's
but
very gimmicky, though. That's
a
one
gimmick.
thing. I'm going to say, like,
doing fine.
doing fine in the middle pack of doing
If it
fine.
wasn't for that combo, suffering.
Yeah, he's just bad after that. Okay, and then the last 2 units, we have the Sanguinary Guard, yeah.
I heard,
They went down in points.
not even that, I heard rumors that that's just the meta now. Take 18 of those.
I would take 18.
Yeah, that's why I'm just going like, from what I heard, people are going like, nah, just
For
take 18
270,
each. Yeah, I know, it's expensive.
that's too much. Sorry. And, like,
They do work.
one unit's going to be really good with Mephiston, obviously, because you're going to take Mephiston with them, right?
Well, he's low
Not
enough.
Mephiston, Dante.
Dante, that unit's going to be really good. I think Chaplain and Jump Pack really helps them
They're
out.
very good. I'm going to put them in tournament standard because they're going to be at least taking. You're
least
taking
12?
at least 12.
Yeah.
But 3 units
To
is
me,
a lot of money.
When you take
or
3,
points. Basically money.
take 3 units of anything, like 3 max units, you're starting to skew very hard. 2 units lets you adapt. 3 units is you're skewing.
And is it worth? Are you going to make back those points with these units? Because one's
of them
getting.
will.
Huh?
2 of them will.
Yeah.
I don't know about 3.
It's over 500 points, man. And then you're going to attach a very expensive character to one
-1
of them.
to hit, -1 to wound.
Yeah.
Basically ignore -1 to hit
Only in
against
combat.
you. Yeah. But you want them in combat. They're fast.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with Dante attached.
Dante makes them really fast. I'd say 2 of them for sure. Tournament standard. What is your opinion on the? What's your opinion on the weapon? Do you take the extra attack with the extra AP,
Spear.
or you take the spear with lance,
You don't have to spend the stratagem on them. They just get it built in now.
but you don't get the extra attack? on the extra AP. Because when you go against, here's the combo I'm thinking. You put Dante with them, and you make a unit battle shock. Now you can't, if you battle shock, you can't take your armor of contempt. I'm talking Space Marine to Space Marine.
Yeah.
But take away your armor of contempt, take away your rerolls on the unit, whatever other abilities units have, like Tyranids have some nasty stuff they can fight back with. You can just shut that off right at the beginning of the fight phase, and then they smash. It's going to be good. Here's my take. The spears are going to be good into units that are above T4, because minus T4 and under, like if you're going into Space Marines or anything T4, you're just going to wound on 2s no matter what anyways.
Yeah.
Because you're strength 10. So, or strength 8. Are they strength 6 that goes, there's strength 6 goes to strength 8. So Lance will come into effect when you're going into bigger things, which is probably going to be the case with these guys. So I'd say, yeah, the spears are better, right?
I think
The AP2?
in most situations, you want the spear.
Because the Lance.
If you don't know what you're going to fight,
Yeah.
you want the more generalist one.
And you
right?
don't want to be spending CP all the time. You don't want to be wasting CP on these guys to do Lance and lethal.
It lets you save the CP to say spend it on the AP or save it for a different unit.
Or save it for your captain that's 80 points that can use lethal and do 5,000 wounds. But I still think they're really good. They are going to be seeing a bunch more. I'm running them tonight in about an hour. And the last one, this is not even in the codex.
What is it?
We should have taken them out. The Chappie, the Terminator Chappie.
Oh, I got rid of the jump pack one.
We're not going to rank him.
He doesn't exist.
He doesn't exist. We were supposed to do just the Terminator, the thing today.
I deleted the other one. I forgot to delete that. I didn't see this one.
He doesn't exist. Cross him out. He's there. He's pretty good. If you're going to run, you saw Adel. If you become a member, you can watch our competitive battle report with him and Adel last week. And he was used with a block of 10 Terminators, and he does some good stuff. Minus nothing. He gives 4 up, feel no pain. To mortals.
To mortals.
And then +1 to wound, like every most chaplains
Got a bunch of members today. You can check it out.
Yeah. Memberships. Let's go. New members that got it today. Exactly. VTS said he's trying to get somebody a membership. Marcello.
Yeah, he keeps trying.
VTS is going until he gets Marcello a membership.
He's tried so many times and he still hasn't got it. He's like missing just a little bit.
Okay, so tonight we have a battle report. It's me and Justin. Justin and I. I'm going to start saying that more. Justin and I. He's playing Ultra Smurfs. I'm playing Blood Angels. My list is going to be fun. I have 1 Lancer. He has Gilliman, who's gone down in points.
65 points.
65-point decrease. All right. Anything else?
Closing thoughts on Blood Angels?
Blood Angels.
Nothing's suffering, or nothing's in YGW.
I think I would like to see the Death Company slightly down in points.
I want to see their detachment a bit better.
I would like to see their detachments have some buffs, yes.
Because right now the detachment is just Death Company get battle line. Great, I could run 18 units of Death Company now.
Yeah, but who cares? They're so expensive.
Exactly.
And at the end of the day, you only get to uppy downy 2 of them.
No, that's a different detachment.
The host one.
No,
you're talking about the Death Company.
Brothers of the Lost or
something.
something.
Yeah. Nobody's running that.
I'd say I want to see that one be better. Do something to it.
You know what you get as your detachment rule? You get Assault Intercessor's built-in rule.
Yep.
You get to reroll on 1, and you get to reroll 1s.
No, it
to wound and everything.
All it does is make you battle line.
Huh?
All it does is make you battle line.
No, it gives them rerolls. I'm pretty sure.
I looked at it when I was making the stratagems. I looked at it.
I have to look at it now. Justin, is that what it does?
It's just battle line.
What does the Blood Angels detachment do?
Death Company detachment. I swear it just makes them battle line, which is who cares.
No, I'm going to check it right now. What's it called? The
something.
The Lost Brethren.
Yeah. Lost Brethren. Okay, there we go.
Death Company Marines and guys with bolt rifles get bolt battle line, and then each time a Death Company model in your army makes a melee attack, you roll.
Okay, it does 2 things. Okay.
It does what?
Roll starting, and then roll half strength, roll the whole wound roll.
Yeah.
I thought it was just they got battle line.
It gives them the Assault Intercessor's rule, but for the model, like how many models are left in the unit, not if you're on an objective.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, it's the sisters murdered ladies.
Even worse.
I mean, who cares about the battle line thing, right?
Yeah, sisters got nerfed. I'm happy.
Oh yeah. So Gilman lost 65 points and gave it to Catherine.
Yeah, St. Catherine's
gained 65 points.
All right, we're gonna see you guys on the Monday night matchup. NKG Live battle report.
NKG Live.
In about give us about half an hour. We'll be ready to go. Anthony's got to eat some turkey, leftover turkey.
I don't have any food on me.
Thanksgiving's over.